All right, so in this particular part, okay, as we can see, this picture, this image right here is cut off. So the main thing that we want to do is actually want to resize the image. You can use CSS to do this, but a lot of the times this is better to just kind of go ahead, um, adjust the original dimensions through a photo editing app. And if you don't have access to Photoshop, I'm actually going to show you a really good program and using Photopea. Okay, I already have the dimensions set, but how do I know this is the actual width and the height that needs to be set? So let me go ahead and go back. All right, we're going to open up our developer tools. Okay. All right, so now we're going to click this arrow here so we can therefore highlight our actual on-screen elements. Okay, so as we can see here, the div that is containing this background image is going to be the slide overlay. Well, let's go down here and actually check this. Okay, and actually you want to double check this, because even if you hover over this, you need to know what you're highlighting. And this is actually a child element within the actual carousel slide, and this element right here is responsible for the black background that you actually see beyond the red overlay. So the actual element containing this is with this carousel slide container, several different classes. So the one that we need to look at is going to be the parent container or parent element, which is going to be this div right here that actually says, actually I take that back, it's going to be this one, this carousel container right here. Okay, 1526 by 620. All right, we're going to adjust it for these dimensions. This one right here is 4,578 by 620. We'll see how that actually works, because that is another child element under this, but the parent container actually width and height dimensions is 1526 by 620. So I'm going to adjust my image to that. So let's just go ahead and put this to the test. All right, we want to set it on a 300 DPI so the image has a higher resolution. Okay, kind of a little bit more clearer than any other image. So I'm just going to name this new image guy. Okay, new image guy. Go to create. Okay, now I'm going to go to file, go to open in place. And let me see here, where is that picture at? Here we go. It's this gentleman right here, Joseph. All right, so, okay, we already know this is a longer picture, so what we're going to do now is kind of fit him in. Okay, if you do it this way, you actually won't have to use any CSS. So what I can actually do, and what I am going to do, okay, all right, I'll just actually duplicate him. I'm going to place this. All right, what I'm going to do, like I said, is duplicate layer. Okay, duplicate layer again. Like I said, we're just testing some things out right now. So it's important when you're doing this to actually click on the layer, not the canvas itself, so you can move elements around. So that's what I'm doing right here. Okay, same thing here. All right. So now we're all just putting this to the test. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to go to File, Export as PNG. For web images, PNG is great, better for web images. Gonna keep the aspect ratio, quality 100%. Okay, these are the dimensions based on the actual carousel of the actual the div element. Okay, with the class that has carousel to it. Let's go ahead and go to save to my downloads folder. Now let's go back to DE. Okay, let's go over here. This is where I'm actually editing. I'm actually going to get rid of the actual CSS that I have back here. I'm gonna hit Control A, so I just delete all of that CSS. So I'm not gonna put any CSS there. So if you don't know how to use CSS, you can just go ahead and use the developer tools, highlight and see what your dimensions are. So now let's go ahead and let's see what we have here. So I'm gonna go back and take out this background image. Okay. Desktop, nope, downloads, sorry. All right, new image guy, let's see what that comes out to look like, if that actually fits based on what I just put here. All right, and yeah, voila. So this, see, there we go. So now I just made the adjustment. I got the actual dimensions, the width and height dimensions to specifically make the image the actual size of the actual div container. And you can actually go in and, you know, change the dimensions yourself using the CSS, but with the width and height properties and values. But right now it's just, if you're not into using CSS, if you can just use the developer tools and kind of find out what the actual initial sizes are for each HTML element that's being manipulated by the CSS, then you can actually just kind of adjust your images themselves to the actual value property of that element, if that makes sense. So if it doesn't, just leave a comment and we'll just talk about it from there. You don't have to use any CSS to adjust any of this. You just need to use your good old developer tools, find out what the sizes are for each div element that's containing the image or the background image, and just go from there. So it gets a little bit deeper than that, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can to make sure I'm making sense in this video and making it easy for you to edit on this platform. All right. Before you leave, go to the description below, click that show more link to see and use all of the resources that I trust that makes DLJ works and can easily work for you.